And we're following tension at the state capitol this morning after Governor Greg Abbott chose to veto several bills, including Senate Bill 3, which would have banned THC products.
Yeah, the governor instead calling for a special legislative session, asking lawmakers to, among other things, strictly regulate the substance. Devon Roming joining us live with more on this important story we've been following for a very long time. Devon, the governor facing pushback that's pretty common. However, this time it's also pushback within his own party.
Ugochi and Jacob, yeah, that's right, including from Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick, who called this bill one of his top 5 priority bills in his 17 years at the legislature. But you know, this decision now means that businesses just like this one behind me here, like the THC Club off of North Shepherd, can continue with business as usual, at least for the time being. Senate Bill 3 would ban consumable hemp products containing THC statewide. And in a statement released by the governor, he says SB 3 would not have survived valid constitutional challenges and that the bill's total ban puts federal and state law on a collision course, noting that the 2018 federal farm bill legalized hemp products. The governor is urging lawmakers to consider an approach similar to the way alcohol is regulated by banning the sale of THC products to minors while also requiring testing throughout the production process and allowing local governments to prohibit stores that sell THC products. The governor also wants to provide law enforcement with additional funding to enforce the restrictions. Meanwhile, Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick, who's been a strong supporter of the bill, took to X to voice his frustration with the governor's decision, saying in part, his late-night veto on an issue supported by 105 of 108 Republicans in the legislature, strongly backed by law enforcement and many in the medical and education communities, and the families who have seen their loved ones' lives destroyed by these dangerous drugs, leaves them feeling abandoned. Now, his statement went on to say that he is planning a press conference later on today at the Capitol where he'll have more to say on this measure. Meanwhile, the special session on this measure is set to begin on July 21st. Reporting live, Devon Roming, KHOU 11 News.
Devon, thank you. And we just got this statement into our newsroom from the Texas Hemp Business Council. It says in part, quote, Governor Greg Abbott's veto of SB 3 reinforces Texas' reputation as a leader in business innovation and practical policymaking, end quote. We'll have more details on what's to come from the special session coming up in about 30 minutes.